Have you ever wondered why some planes miss their runways? Today, we explore the intriguing case of Flight 8250. Buckle up, as this story dives deep into aviation safety. Flight 8250 experienced a runway overshoot. But how did this happen? Let's break it down step by step. First, check the flight conditions. Flight 8250 was landing in challenging weather. There were heavy winds and rain. This made visibility poor for the pilots. Next, consider the aircraft's equipment. The crew had high-tech instruments. However, sometimes technology can fail. It's crucial for pilots to trust their instincts too. Then, analyze the approach. The pilots must fly at precise angles. Deviating from the flight path can cause dangerous overshooting. Unfortunately, this occurred with Flight 8250. Now let's look into pilot decision-making. Human error can happen, even in skilled professionals. Stressful circumstances can lead to mistakes. To visualize, think of trying to park a car on a rainy day. You rely on your mirrors and instincts. Sometimes, factors like poor visibility or unexpected road conditions can throw you off course. Summarizing the incident, crucial elements led to Flight 8250 missing the runway. Weather, technology, approach angle, and human error all played a role. The main takeaway is to understand the challenges pilots face. Aviation safety relies on teamwork, training, and technology. For more insights and stories like this, subscribe to our channel. Hit the notification bell to stay updated on future compelling aviation explorations. As Flight 8250 approached the airport, the pilots adjusted their speed, but the strong winds began to buffet the aircraft unexpectedly. Despite their extensive training, each gust was a reminder of nature's power, emphasizing the need for constant vigilance. Amidst the chaos, the cockpit alarms started to ring, alerting the pilots to a potential overshoot. Time seemed to slow as they glanced at each other, a mix of concern and determination lighting their faces. With every passing second, the reality of the situation became more pressing, requiring swift and decisive action to bring the plane safely to the ground. As they made their final descent, the rain intensified, splattering against the windshield and obscuring their view of the runway. "We need to focus on the instruments," one pilot urged, his voice steady amidst the turmoil. They relied on their training, guiding the plane closer to the ground, but the discomfort of uncertainty lingered in the air, each decision fraught with implications. With their hearts racing, they braced for impact while calculating their approach, every instinct directing them toward the goal of ensuring a safe landing. Would they manage to regain control before it was too late? The tension was palpable, each second counting down to the critical moment. As the aircraft neared the runway, visibility dropped dramatically, turning everything into a blur. "I can't see the threshold," one pilot shouted, frustration creeping into his voice. In that moment, their training kicked in, reminding them to trust their instruments, even when their eyes betrayed them. Adjusting the throttle and fighting against the heavy winds, they recalibrated their descent, determined to find that elusive landing strip. The roar of the engines melded with the pounding rain, creating a symphony of urgency as they navigated through adversity, focusing intently on their mission, a safe return to the ground. Suddenly, the runway lights flickered into view, illuminating the path ahead. The pilots fought through the storm, unwavering in their commitment to reach safety, but as the plane descended further, the reality of their situation became a tense crescendo. Finally touching down, the aircraft skidded past the runway's end, a stark reminder of the challenges faced in aviation. As the plane skidded across the wet terrain, the cabin filled with tension. Passengers, gripping their armrests, exchanged anxious glances, and some whispered prayers while hoping for the best. The crew, trained to handle crises, swiftly initiated emergency protocols. All personnel, prepare for immediate action. One flight attendant called out, urging everyone to stay calm. Despite the chaos outside, her voice resonated with authority, an anchor in a stormy sea. Meanwhile, the pilots worked feverishly to regain control, communicating essential data to air traffic control, who were closely monitoring the developing situation on their radar. "We need to get this aircraft off the runway." The tower radioed back, their urgency evident. The pilots, merging instinct with training, prepared for the next critical steps to ensure the safety of all aboard. Each moment was crucial as they navigated through the aftermath of the landing, working together to assess the situation and protect their passengers while mentally preparing for the next challenge. As the aircraft finally came to a halt, the pilots exhaled deeply, aware of the gravity of what had just transpired. The once thunderous roar of the engines faded into an eerie silence, punctuated only by the sound of raindrops against the fuselage. "Was everyone all right?" one pilot asked, his heart racing as he glanced back at the cabin, where flight attendants were tending to shaken passengers. Relief washed over him as he saw many nodding, albeit shaken, responses in return. The crew initiated their evacuation procedures, moving swiftly and effectively to ensure everyone's safety as the reality of the incident began to sink in. As the flight attendants led the passengers towards the emergency exits, every movement was both urgent and meticulous. "This way, please. Stay in a single file," one flight attendant instructed, her voice steady despite the chaos surrounding them. The low hum of murmured conversations filled the cabin, blending with the sound of rain still pelting the aircraft, a constant reminder of the ordeal they had just faced. Outside, emergency vehicles circled the plane, their flashing lights casting a surreal glow against the darkened sky. "We're almost there," another flight attendant assured a young mother who clutched her child tightly, her eyes wide with fear. Just ahead, the inflatable slides deployed, colorful and inviting against the backdrop of the rain, beckoning the passengers out into what felt like a different world, a world away from the terror of the past few minutes. As each passenger slid down, they landed with a mixture of relief and shock, grateful to feel solid ground beneath their feet once again. The air was filled with the sounds of voices shouting reassuring directives, offering blankets and warm drinks, creating an atmosphere of comfort. After ensuring all passengers were safely outside, the crew regrouped, exchanging relieved glances, their hearts still racing from the adrenaline that coursed through them. Together, they would debrief and begin the process of understanding what had transpired, striving to turn a harrowing experience into a lesson learned about resilience in the face of adversity. As the team gathered for the debriefing, a somber mood enveloped the room. "We're here to learn and improve," the captain stated, his voice steady yet reflective. The crew members nodded, each acutely aware of the importance of analyzing their responses. The flight attendant who had calmed terrified passengers spoke up, sharing insights about the cabin dynamics they encountered. "Communication was key, we kept reassuring everyone," she emphasized, highlighting the importance of maintaining composure under pressure. The crew exchanged thoughts on their decision-making processes, recognizing that adapting to unexpected challenges ultimately paved the way for a collective sense of safety. As they reviewed the incident step by step, a sense of unity emerged, reminding them of the crucial role each member played in ensuring the well-being of all on board. They left the room that day not only as colleagues but as a strengthened team, committed to continuous improvement and unwavering dedication to safety in the skies. As they concluded their debriefing, The captain reminded everyone that each flight is a learning opportunity, emphasizing how vital their combined experiences are to improving safety protocols. "We will emerge from this stronger and more prepared," he assured them, inspiring confidence within the group. The crew understood that although the flight had been tumultuous, their response illustrated the essence of teamwork. Each member had played a crucial role in navigating the situation, creating a narrative of resilience and growth. As they left the room, the atmosphere shifted from somber reflection to hopeful determination, all dedicated to ensuring every flight is a testament to the strength of their training and commitment to safety. In the days following the incident, the airline conducted a thorough investigation, gathering data from the cockpit voices and flight recordings. Ultimately, the case of Flight 8250 becomes a poignant reminder of the inherent challenges in aviation. Through teamwork, training, and quick decision-making, the crew exemplified resilience amidst adversity, ensuring the safety of all aboard, and transforming a near disaster into a powerful lesson.